Hello everyone, and welcome to the Pokemon A to Z series, and we are here on the Mancini, the amazing channel. This has been my first episode that I'm recording since the announcement of Pokemon Z to A, Pokemon Legends Z to A, rather. I'm probably going to rename the series. I do not know what I'm going to rename it to yet. I've been suggested a few ideas. None of them have been quite as easy to communicate as Pokemon A to Z, and it's probably the reason that I know it was a good title is that Nintendo also thought it was a good title, right? But I'm going to sort of have to figure something out from here. Subsequent to this, this is also the first video I'm recording since my What's the Deal with references to stand-up comedy in Pokemon videos has come out, and that one has been my most successful yet by a fairly wide margin. So thank you everyone who has hopped on here from there. So this is a series where I go through the alphabet, getting a Pokemon from letter A from the start of the alphabet, Pokemon from letter Z, and build a VGC team live, often with guests. Today's episode is without a guest, and I'm sort of working towards the middle of the alphabet. So today we have, and then I do a few ladder games with it. Today we have Eelektross, which is a very fun Pokemon, and Sandy Shocks. Both of these are Pokemon that I've had, tendencies, periods of time in my life where I've been using them way too much in draft. That said, Sandy Shocks, I have used a little bit of in standard VGC. I don't think I've ever actually used Eelektross on a standard VGC team, which is going to be really interesting. Ordinarily, I'd do monotype with this. I haven't done an electric monotype in the series yet. However, I did not have a very good... I didn't really enjoy last time I recorded a monotype episode. It just mostly felt quite frustrating. So I don't think I'm going to be going for monotype electric this time. I'm going to try and build a more legitimate sort of comprehensive team there. I'm going to try and avoid putting myself in situations where I know I'm going to tilt, though at the very least not for solo videos. I will see. We've got 2 months left of this format, subject to how the subsequent format goes. I mean, there's still plenty of episodes left. There's 2 months left of this format. It's 2 months down, 2 months to go. This is definitely a long format. I think I'm going to have like over 50 episodes in this season, which is going to be crazy. And we're already getting well on it. Like the first episode of letter E, heading towards the end of letter S. Absolutely insane. Eelektross. It's a cool Pokemon. It's got Levitate, Electric type, 0 weaknesses. Basically the best Pokemon in the history of the game. That's how that math works, right? So the cool thing about it is an electric type with discharge and levitate, so you can run Disquake very easily. That's that I already have another ground type, so that's going to be maybe a little bit weird. In Regulation A, this Pokemon could be supported in a way that it was fast, because in Tailwind it would be fast. This Pokemon is very slow post the introduction of Paradox Pokemon, but it's also not Trick Room slow, because everything in Trick Room is slower, so... That's why I haven't used it on a regular team, and also why I think its performance in draft has really tapered off, as its like decent 85, 80, 80 bulk has tapered off, and the 115, 105 damage with very good coverage on both sides has also tapered off, because the coverage just isn't that good anymore, and it's also just not very good altogether. That's it. It's got access to Electro Web, which is definitely an interesting buff for it. Does Sandy Shocks also have Electro Web now? It does. That's cool. New DLC added Electro Web as, I think, a TM, though I'm not 100% on that, and that gave it to more Pokemon than just the previous, like, 2 evolution lines of Ampharos and Magnezone that got it. Yeah. So, it's interesting, but yeah. Also, Raging Bolt exists. But this Pokemon also has got bulk up now, which is cool. It had Coil, which is better, but it's cool that it has bulk up at least. So you can use Coil and set that up to get to like really interesting defensive positions. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that is the plan. I think we are going to go for a Coil-based Eelektross here, with our good friend Supercell Slam, Coil, Citrus Berry. And then something that lets me hit relevant Pokemon. Now, unfortunately, there are a very, very large number of relevant Pokemon in the format. Like I think if Raging Bolt didn't exist, I would go for acrobatics. Unfortunately, Raging Bolt exists, and that means I need a move that hits it. It could be Body Press. It could be Drain Punch just for recovery. Does Drain Punch Supercell Slam miss anything? I'm not sure that it does. Mugus. But I definitely need Protect, otherwise this Pokemon is not very good. Stomping Tantrum, and then I can run Terra Grass, I guess. It's not great. No, I think I need the Drain Punch for sure. Okay, you know what? No Protect. We're going Drain Punch Acro. And I have a very thorough plan for how this will work. Congruently with the something is wrong here. I know. Yeah, that is. So I know exactly what we will do with Sandy Shocks to fit this idea. So we're going to put on Earth Power, and then we're going to go Body Press, Iron Defense, and then run the Pinchberry. Aya Papa. And that's how you use Sandy Shocks, I promise. You run the move that hits Golengo, and you run the move that hits everything else. Except Flutter Mane. But we pretend Flutter Mane isn't real on this channel, so... If you couldn't tell with the Terra Steel Sandy Shocks, it's fine. The Eelektross basically hard counter to Flutter Mane. Actually, I could still go... I was just thinking, I could still go Mono Electric, and then run, like, Eerie Impulse Thund, and then, like, dual screens Regieleki. Do I think I would cry in pain if I did that? And the answer is probably yes. I think that would suck. Unfortunately, I am guided by morals and understandings of the world that I view to be reasonable, at the very least regarding my own capacity. So here you've got the 2 offensive stats, and then you also have max speed. I don't think this mon should be running max speed, but I don't know what speed it should be running, so... Everyone seems to say max speed, which is annoying, because I don't want to run max speed. But I've basically only seen one build without max speed, and you know what? Okay, I'll be faster than base 100s. I do think what I do want on this team is Sprains, because I have the 2 funny setup Pokemon. I think this is like the Light Clay Prankster Grim with probably Dazzling Gleam, Light Screen, Reflect, and Fake Out, because we just want to go full in helping these 2 Pokemon set up, and probably more specially defensive, and then like I'm going to need an actual Flutter Check at some point. The reason we want to go special, in my opinion, is that there's this magical Pokemon called a Shifu, and there are 2 of them, and Dazzling Gleam allows us to annoy them at the very least. Spirit Break is not going to do as much, and Play Rough misses, so I'm going Dazzling Gleam. We're also both physical so far, except for the Earth Power, so, you know. Why am I Steel? Fire, Poison. I like Poison more. I got the Ground Immunity. I should probably pick up a second Ground Immunity. I was thinking Sinistra, because then I can use Follow Me as well, and then Hospitality to support these Pokemon. And it's not Follow Me, it's Rage Powder. Machigotcha, Rage Powder, Trick Room. Honestly, probably fine running a check button in this matchup. And honestly, maybe Nasty Plot, so not a check button. Rocky Helmet. Roterra Water. Spadef, Max Fizdef. I should probably be minus speed. Then what am I doing from here? That's a very good question. You know, if you in the chat were asking, what are you doing from here? Yeah, that's honestly one of the better questions I've been asked. So what does electric types threaten? Flyers? Pokemon named Tornadus? Okay, I think I have the idea. No, that doesn't make sense. You know what, let's get a Breaker. I've been seeing a little bit of Choice Scarf Golden Go. I think it's been doing well in tournaments, but my brain honestly does not remember tournaments that well. Shadow Ball. The Razzle Dazzle. Why am I the Razzle Dazzle? I'm supposed to be Thunderbolt. And then Trick, I think, was the last move. And then you run the Terra Steel. You don't have to run Terra Steel, but it is one that makes sense. And then we probably want the last one to also scare Thund, because yeah, it's not currently like immediately winning into Thund. I actually do not remember what spread Scarf Golden Go traditionally runs. I don't have my spread thing open. I don't plan on opening Discord right now. I hope I'm recording. I am recording. I can see it's got a red light there. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna run this. No, there's a FizzDef. There's like a relevant FizzDef thing that you can do. 52-4. I already have the 4. No, that doesn't make sense. Oh, because you gotta have 4 on both. So let's just pretend that this makes sense. Now, last mon. Probably something better in the flutter than Pokemon Week's Ghost. I don't know. Could be Iron House actually. No, I'm already kind of ground weak. A flying type. Let's look at the flying types and then look at their base stat total and then decide based on that. I don't hate an M. I don't love it. Let's go with Gyarados. Gyarados is cool. Access to Intimidate. And we compare the Gyarados itself with Waterfall, Dragon Dance, Thunder Wave, and Terra Blast. Or there's also Earthquake if I'm not worried about the Sandy Shocks. I do have Protect on Sandy Shocks. I'm going to go with Earthquake. I prefer the Earthquake version. And you will be Terra Grass or Safety Goggles. Maybe Safety Goggles. And then you'll probably Terra Fire then? No, you need to be a Terra that isn't weak to a thing. Steel works. Resist Rock. Yeah, this is definitely not the spread. I don't know how fast the spread. Man, I've not run Gyarados in a while. Gyarados apparently, look, it's seen some play on ladder, which, you know, we're more than happy to see. We in the chat do stand Gyarados. Why am I T-Wave here? Truly Taunt makes more sense on a D-Day set. I don't know. Apparently DD not super common. 52 speed though, that's the benchmark that the internet says, and you know what? As I've said many times, I choose to trust the internet. Okay, here we go. Here's the team. This is how the team of champions. Do I have a Terra on all the... I do not have a Terra on this. Water. BGC, Regulation F. Let's hit the ladder. I'm going to watch Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon thing at the local observatory, which I may not have known before recently that there was an observatory, but now I'm aware that there is, and that sounds cool. I did not wind up running a Pokemon that has a reasonable matchup into... Oh my gosh, not the Bastiodon. Temptation is definitely to lead Grimmsnarl. And I want to say Eel. With Sandy and Sinister in the back. I'm going to fake out the Bastiodon and click Coil. Bastiodon has access to Sturdy, and it's also got redirection here from its partner. I also am not getting through this Clefairy anytime soon, so I want to prevent the Bastiodon from setting up as much as possible. No Sing. Icy Wind, that's not Sing. The Bastion is leftovers, so whenever I click the attacking move, I'm going to have to play around leftovers, basically. How much do I think I do to Clef? Nothing? Great. Great news. What did I click? Oh, Supercell instead of Coil. Okay, I think at this point I start throwing out damage. It looks like Clefairy most likely dies. And then I have to throw a Drain Punch into Bastiodon, which isn't great. Because it is very high defense boosted. What do I have in the back? Sinister? That's good. Okay, that's bad. Well, that's terrible. That is one of the worst things that can possibly have happened on that turn. That crit. That crit takes the foul play from doing 3%. That doesn't make sense. That's because that's on Grim. Why did it click back to Grim when I had this mod clicked on? To barely being a roll to KO. Okay, well that's really bad. I need to go Sinister here. Because I need to click Magic Gotcha. That's really bad. That crit is awful. Especially through Reflect as well. Oh no, it's through Reflect is part of the reason situation. But like, that crit's really bad. Okay, can I get the burn? I can get the burn, okay. Was not a very impactful burn. Well, that's probably the Pokemon I at least wanted to see come in, but it's fine. And that's not a miss that I'd love to see happen either. Is this Pokemon incapable of getting anything that isn't a crit? Like, at this point, I'm genuinely wondering. I do need the Terra Poison. So I have to, take the risk. Okay. Understandable play there. That was a suicide that I actually did not want to see, because I want to try and set up Trick Room this turn. Okay, I have to protect and then go for the Terra Water Trick Room here. Okay, what did the POW go for? An Ice Spinner into the POW. Okay, you know what? I would not have expected that. Has my opponent used Terra? They have not. I'm gonna throw and... Oh, the match is not gonna do enough, right? I'm gonna throw a Body Press. Actually, yes, Body Press is surely doing more, right? Yeah, I'm gonna throw a Body Press and a Magic Gotcha out. A Body Press into the Ogerpon in specific. I could Iron Defense though. Iron Defense and Matcha? You know what? I am very glad I did not overpower the U there. Okay, that burns good. Let's see what the power went for. Spinner? We'll take the Spinner, for sure. Machigotcha most likely picks up Wellspring from here, so I think my play is to Iron Defense again and click the Machigotcha. Even with some pretty you know, less than amazing misses. I think we're getting through it. Okay, I just need to not get crit. Okay, I didn't get crit. There we go, we made the 1100s, guys. Okay, I did not think about this, but the fact that I'm set up means that I am going to have longer games. My opponent has a team that if the Cincino and Flagon were next to each other, I would think was an A to Z team. Definitely very interesting. Gosh, yeah, I don't really think I can really relabel the series super easily because I think that the name is very good. This seems like a Sinister Golengo lead with our Buddy B boys in the back. I feel like if I lead Golengo, I basically win. I don't know if that's an accurate feeling, but it's definitely a feeling that I have. Okay, so I think this was probably the exact worst possible lead for Golengo, and I still don't think like I immediately lose, at the very least. Honestly, I kind of want a nasty plot here. Yeah, I think I want a nasty plot and just throw out a Make It Rain without terraing. Okay, let's see what the Flagon went for. Also, if it would have died to Terra Steel Make It Rain, no, it wouldn't have, so it's fine. Okay, so I'm clicking Trick Room. For Terra Steel, the second Make It Rain definitely would have picked up. Yeah, I'm clicking Trick Room and Make It Rain. I'm definitely hoping they kill the Flagon. Well, knock out the Flagon here. Wait, why am I clicking Trick Room in this matchup? I'm clicking Magic Gotcha and Make It Rain. This isn't really a Trick Room matchup when you look at that team. Good preserve. I think we definitely expect the Flagon to go down here. Okay, the Flagon might be AV even, which is funny. I'm just gonna click Make It Rain and okay, that's a good start. So we're seeing a Flamethrower here, we're seeing a Draco. Do I connect both of these? Yep, that's pretty good. Temptation is definitely the Ogerpon, the Sandy Shocks here, because I think it baits the Ogerpon into making weird plays. This is what we call annoying. Magic Gotcha matchup here. How are we feeling about it? I think I click Magic Gotcha and then go for the Terra Poison press into Kingambit here. Okay, that's bad. I should have gone for the defense thing, probably. Burn? No burn. Kowtow? Kowtow. I don't think we view that as a surprising outcome. That is bad. I think I probably lose, but I'm not 100%. Didn't have a Trick Room setter, so maybe I should be clicking Trick Room here. I think I should just throw out a Matcha. I could throw out a Matcha and Protect as well. I could switch the Sinistra also. Am I gonna switch the Sinistra? I don't feel like switching Sinistra benefits me that much. Being in Trick Room doesn't benefit me that much. So I think I'm coming in with Eel 100% of the time after this, right? Obviously, it's the only Pokemon I have in the back. I think I'm going for the Rage Powder here with Sinistra, just to preserve health on Sandy Shocks. And honestly, I think I'm going for iron defense. Based on this damage. I think I need a little bit of extra chip. Okay. That's good, that's good, that's good. That's bad. We really didn't want to see the, we really wanted to see Shadow Ball coming out there, I think. I think I have to throw a Supercell Slam, Harden to Flutter here. So that's not AV. I hit it with a physical move. I also hit it with a special move. So the Flutter, sorry. How much did the Kowtow do to Sinister as well? The Char? Kowtow did 86. So it could be black glasses, but it could also not be black glasses, and it really depends on its investment. This is challenging. Yeah, if they went for Shadow Ball, I'd feel a lot safer because of the extra health on Sandy Shocks. Unfortunately, I do not feel safe because I don't have that extra health on Sandy Shocks. I think I'd leave Shadow Ball and get the Eye of Papa, though, from this range. But I'm not 100% on that. How much did it take me? Dazzling? I have to go down here. 28? I mean, it does more than double that, so no, I'm not safe. I think I throw the Supercell Slam. Go for a Body Press High Roll? I Protect? I think I Protect. Okay, I think my win is I need the Shadow Ball to come out in Sandy Shocks this turn. But a Dazzling Gleam gives me the Eye of Papa, which is also good. So I'm going to throw the Supercell Slam and throw the Earth Power. No, I'm going to throw a Body Press into King Gambit as well. Okay, they went for the Shadow Ball play, so the Protect play was the good one. Wow, they have 0 bulk. That is insane. That is genuinely crazy to me. Yeah, I mean, technically, I think my best play is Acro here into Flutter. There's no way I win from there, but the Protect play would have been better, obviously. As we can see by the fact it would have won. Okay, well, you know, sometimes you make 1100s, sometimes you lose 1100s. I hate playing at low ladder. It is genuinely terrifying. Okay, well, I have to lead Goldengo again. I think the Goldengo can lead next to Sandy Shocks though. And then I need Eel in the back 100% of the time. Honestly, I think this could be Gara. They only have the one Freeze Dry Mon. I do like the Intimidate. My opponent has decided that they choose Violence. I'm going to go for the Terra Poison. I'm going to go for Make It Rain, and I'm going to go for the Terra Poison Iron Defense. Just because I was already slower than Ninetales. My temptation definitely is to click Body Press, but it seems like I would be better served by clicking Iron Defense. They just faked out my Goldengo. Low ladder, everyone. This is literally someone with a rating of 1000. Not my proudest moment, I will concede. I'm gonna Make It Rain, and I'm gonna Body Press the Baxcalibur here. They didn't even Terra, so that's good for me. This is why I put Goldengo on the team. You know, it was actually specifically for the Snow matchup. I think that probably KO'd through Snow, but I don't know. It looks like it may not have. There, well, Rocky Helmet. You know what? My opponent... I'm very glad I brought Intimidate then. Okay, staying in the 1100s. Thank you guys everyone for watching. This was definitely an interesting live. Should have made a different play, I guess. Goodbye.